You know, one of the great things about living in Columbus, Ohio is the fine dining that we have in this town. And so we decided to do a show on international dining because we have so many great restaurants, whether it's Volder's at the Manicor for some German food down south, or right here at the Refectory for some fine French food, or maybe down at Jeff Ruby's where you're going to get some real quality American steak. That's what today's show is all about. So sit back, relax, and get ready to tantalize those taste buds. Renee, what did you find?
Well, thanks, Mike. We're here trying some delicious, authentic Korean cuisine. Follow along with us as we take you all over the world. I'm Renee Warner, and along with Mike Kilburn, we are Out and About Columbus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
You know, when I think of German fare, I certainly think of Volder's at the Manicor. This is my favorite place in town for German food. And this man has such a passion for cooking here at Volder's at the Manicor. He even is now doing weddings and wedding rehearsals here. We had an opportunity to sit down with Volder and learn all about the great German food you're going to find at Volder's at the Manicor. Tell our audience why they should come in and visit Volder's at the Manicor.
Well, before I decided to open a restaurant, I worked with people, and I find out that there is not much traditional German food around here. And then working the menu was the biggest challenge. What we're gonna do? Can we find veal? Can we find nice product to serve to German community around here, German village, Columbus people overall? And what we did was great. We found the perfect ingredients, perfect price. We import Spätzle. A German cuisine has to have a veal, pork, of course, kraut, German potatoes, and all that. And we focus on a perfect veal. You pound it nice and beautiful. You make it as thin as possible. Bread it. Find a perfect cast iron with a good butter. And look at this. I kept this one only like a minute, less than a minute on each side.
And amazing, isn't it?
The rich flavors into it. I have garlic and on and on.
Talk a little bit about the German beers and thing that goes with the great food here.
We have 20 taps. 10 are locals, 10 are Germans. We sell them both. We try to bring the best quality of the beer up there. We have like 60, 80 breweries in town.
Yes, we do.
Hard to keep up with that, but try to find the best.
And this is the Manicor building, the Manicor Choir. Give us a little of that background.
So, lucky to have this location. This is a historic. We've been on a house and garden tour in German Village. Was vacant for a long time, was a doctor's office and a point, and a house a while back. We turned this one into the restaurant. My landlord is Columbus Manicor.
Volder, we've got to get folks in here to give this a try.
Well, I'm here, 976 South High. Come and see me.
Give us your website, Volder.
VoltersAtTheManicor.com.
And when's a good time to come in? Because I imagine you're busy on Friday and Saturday.
Call us. You can get a table right away, especially when you have a reservation. Business is good. We get new people all the time.
I tell you, everybody I work with talks about Volder de Manicor. They love this place. So, Volder, good seeing you, man. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Yeah, the reason I'm in business is because of people like this.
Well, the Refectory has long been recognized as the gold standard in French cuisine with its amazing wine list and excellent food, we learned more about some of the things maybe behind the scenes here at the Refectory. You know, the Refectory is just something that I always remember, and what I remember most is how much time you've been here. This has been open for 42 years. You've been here for like 41 of those years, right?
Yes, yeah, amazing.
And I know you've won the Wine Spectator Grand Award for wine cellars. You have been awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for 22 years. All these awards, all this, what do you attribute all that to?
Well, first and foremost, we're very fortunate to have tremendous people that we work with that are on our team. Just between the chef, the sommelier, the general manager, the business manager, and 2 or 3 servers, over 100 years of restaurant or refectory restaurant experience. So it's the people, and it's also the products. We source a lot of tremendous products locally from farmers, and the chef has developed a real network of getting some amazing things from a lot of different local producers and suppliers. And then we also have really developed a real mindset of supporting the community. It's really important for us to give back to the community that we're asking to support our business.
Well, like I said, the cuisine, the wine list, the service is just impeccable here. It's just an amazing restaurant. What would you tell viewers that maybe people don't know about the Refectory?
Well, I think that there's a number of things in the restaurant that really set us apart that the average person wouldn't know. The bistro menu is one. Dinner music events are obviously something that has just grown like crazy over the last number of years. We have a wine shop now, a retail wine shop in the lobby. So every Saturday from 12 to 3, we have these Saturday samplings. We do catering off-site. We also have a number of banquet rooms here, and we can create an experience at the table, whether it's social or personal. It's really unlike any other. We can do a greeting at the table. We can do a corporate menu for you with your logo on it. There's lots of little touches that when you think of the Refectory, you have maybe one idea in your mind of what it could be like, and there's just tremendously wide number of things that we can do that really create a different experience here.
You know, one of the other things that stands out in my mind, the building. There's some great history in this building, right?
Absolutely. The building itself is very, very unique. It was built in the 1850s. And in fact, it was operating as a church from the 1850s till the 1960s. Then they relocated up the street, and they're still around. In fact, the Bethel United International Methodist Church, they've been around for 175 years. And we've been a restaurant now for 42 years in this space, and it's just so unique that you can't recreate it anywhere.
It is beautiful. Well, give us some contact information so that we can come out and enjoy the Refectory.
Well, the best way to learn about what's going on here is just to go on our website, refectory.com, and sign up for our email newsletter. There are just so many things that are going on here that even I can't keep track of them all.
Thank you. Thanks so much for being a part of our international dining experience in Columbus.
Thank you. It's our privilege.
Well, take a look at all this delicious food. Coming up in the show, we're going to tell you where you can find and taste some authentic Korean food. Don't go away. Would you like your business to appear on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
We traveled up into the city of Delaware to find our next international fine dining for Mediterranean food, and it's Opa Grill and Tavern. I'll tell you, this place is amazing. Not only is the food fantastic, but you will not believe the bourbon selection. It's second to none here in the central Ohio area. We talked to Gente. He told us more. The Opa Grill and Tavern, you know, one of the things that I walked away from in our last interview and last time we did a segment together was a tremendous bourbon selection. I know we'll get that in a minute because you got some beautiful food here, and your whole cuisine is Greek. So talk a little bit.
Yeah, we have a Mediterranean cuisine. I'm from Albania, and we cook very good Mediterranean cuisine. We have a lot of dishes that are Mediterranean, but we also include a lot of American dishes in here. This is our signature, Sakanaki Opa. You cannot go to a Mediterranean restaurant without finding a flaming cheese. Everybody would like to scream Opa, so there's nothing wrong with it, and we really enjoy it, and especially it's very fun when we have families with young kids in here on the table because they go like, oh my God, what is going on? The second dish in here is our one of my favorite dishes. Is lamb chops at this time. We cook lamb shanks, we cook lamb chops pretty much on a daily basis, and no problem. We can cook them at any temp that our customers want, and we are very famous for those.
Let's talk about the bourbon, because the collection is so amazing here. I can't think of another place, and I've seen a lot, that even compares to this in terms of your bourbon selection.
Oh, bourbon. We don't have any bourbon. I don't know what you're talking about. So, I think bourbon is maybe those ones. We have been very lucky, and we have been working very hard. So far, we have about 10 barrels, privately picked barrels like this one. One of most wanted bourbon pretty much in every state of USA. My favorites right now that I'm sipping, it's Russell's Reserve. That I picked this one myself with my bartender. I do believe it was January 11th, can't remember. But everybody's having fun. Bourbon is so good, beer is so good, food is good, everybody's having fun.
You're going to enjoy yourself at OPA. Give us some contact information, Gente, to find you here in Delaware. You're kind of tucked away, so you got to travel up north to come and see you.
A little bit. Yeah, we're a little bit north. We are located at 18 South Sandusky, Delaware, Ohio. We are pretty much across from the city hall in here. Our phone number in here is 740-363-7283, and you can find us on Facebook or on Instagram with OPA Grand Tavern.
It's a good thing to follow on Facebook, no doubt.
Absolutely, yes.
Gente,
Absolutely.
thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
For the true taste of Korea, Minga on Bethel Road has the finest Korean cuisine you'll find anywhere in Central Ohio. Hyun told us about their specialty dishes and why so many people love to come to Minga. Well, Kyun, welcome to Out and About Columbus. Thank you for having us out to Minga.
Thank you.
Well, tell us a little bit about Minga. I know you guys have been around for a while.
Yes, we are. Almost in between 18 to 20 years around here.
That's wonderful. And obviously people love Korean food, and I'm really not familiar with it. So tell us why people love to come here, and what are some of your specialty dishes?
I think we are fully Korean traditional dishes, no Chinese food or sushi, just focusing on Korean the dish. That's why I think a lot of Americans likes it.
So tell us about some of your specialty dishes.
People like a lot of spicy and spicy, very tender pork bulgogi. They like it, and short ribs. They like it, and lots of people like. They have a seafood pancake, but we have also vegetarian pancake, and also we have a lot of different choices that they can enjoy our food.
Let's talk about your sides, because when you eat here, you get a lot of sides. I was really amazed. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have 9 different side dishes. Then a couple change daily, but almost everybody love our fish cake side dishes. Then also the refills. We have 9 different dishes. Then certain dishes, they really like it. We keep refills.
Well, how can we find out more information to come here and visit and try you guys out?
Well, 800 Bethel Road.
Fantastic. Everyone needs to try it. It smells delicious. I can't wait to try some of this Korean food for the first time.
I know, it's good. When you guys eat it, it's gonna fall in love with it.
Wonderful. Thank you again for having us out today.
Well, if you haven't experienced Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse in downtown Columbus, you really should. This amazing American cuisine is second to none. We actually had a relationship and have been at several Jeff Ruby's restaurants in the Cincinnati area. And since coming to Columbus, this has done nothing but win awards for the best restaurant in Columbus. We talked to Rick, the general manager, to learn more. Well, Rick, good to have you and Jeff Ruby's on the show.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you having me.
We've had a long relationship with Jeff Ruby's, but it's been in the Cincinnati area, so we're really glad to have Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse right here in Columbus now, and it's a great thing, and I know he does it like no one else. Tell us what you think separates Jeff Ruby from other steakhouses.
Well, the biggest thing is our selection and quality of the food we have here. Steaks and seafood selections. Of course, most people talk steaks here. Great USDA quality prime beef. Great selections of off-the-bone and on-the-bone cuts. And all of it done with our signature seasoning, which we've been working and perfecting for 40 years at this point.
Talk to us a little bit about what are the most popular cuts of meat that you have here.
Well, we've got some great ones actually to take a look at today. In front of you here, of course, our 24-ounce sliced dry-aged porterhouse, and possibly our most popular cut, our 22-ounce cowboy cut ribeye available to you. And what a lot of people like to do, the perfect celebration dish, our surf and turf here, our center cut filet mignon and the cold water Canadian lobster tail paired with that.
You know, I couldn't help but notice you got a Buckeye room here in Columbus, so let's go over and take a look at what we can find there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Rick, this is quite a tribute to OSU and the Buckeyes. Tell us a little bit of what people will find here.
Absolutely. So the Buckeye Room is one of our 3 private spaces we have available in the restaurant. This particular space seats up to 14 people, is full of authentic Buckeye memorabilia. And of course, the most beautiful piece of the room is the sousaphone chandelier that does hang just above the table.
Well, I got to ask you, this looks delicious. Is this a part of the Buckeye Room?
So this selection is actually available in any part of the restaurant. A great tribute to the team up here is our Buckeye cake. It's chocolate cake layered with peanut butter icing, a chocolate ganache, and finished, of course, with a peanut butter mousse, a chantilly cream, and a house-made Buckeye for you as well.
Give us some contact information where we can learn more about Jeff Ruby's online and make some reservations and come and see you.
Certainly. Reservations available, of course, easily through Open Table. Can always get more information for us at jeffruby.com. We do have pages on both Facebook and Instagram as well.
Thanks so much for having us, Rick. Really enjoyed seeing us and getting some new details in this beautiful restaurant.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Well, if Italian food is what you're craving, then don't go away because we found delicious, authentic, homemade Italian food as well as Italian wines. If it's happening in Central Ohio, you can find it on our events page. onacolumbus.com will give you detailed information on everything: arts, entertainment, education, sports, theater, and more. Go to onacolumbus.com and click on ONA Events.
Well, you know, when we start thinking about international dining in Columbus, we could not leave the Starliner Diner out. The Cuban food here is just amazing, and the funky mural behind me is just part of what you're going to find in the charm of this restaurant located in Hilliard. Ronnie Phillips told us more. Well, Ronnie, good to have you back on Out and About Columbus.
Hey, thanks for having us, man.
You know, the Starliner Diner, when we had put together this theme for this show, International Dining, this was one of the segments that came to mind was Starliner Diner because of your Cuban cuisine that you have. And obviously, you know, we've been here several times. You've been on the show a lot. Talk about this cuisine and about the restaurant.
Our restaurant is bright, it's fun, it's lively, and our cuisine is too. It matches. We got intense flavors. We have a lot of different stuff. There's some sweet, there's some spicy, and we just try to make our food and our atmosphere just a good time.
You have some of the dishes that are some of the signature dishes from Starliner Diner. Tell us about what you have here.
Sure. We've got fried plantains. They're sweet fried plantains. We serve them with a salsa dressing. It's like a creamy salsa. We've got our Cuban chicken. It's a half chicken. It's baked until it's crispy. It's served with black beans and rice, and then it's topped with a marinade. It's a vinegar-based marinade, garlic, oregano, onions. It's awesome. The ropa vieja, it's beef brisket, onions, peppers, tomatoes, corn. It's all tossed in a sauce, and then it's served with beans and rice and plantains. And our Cuban sandwich, we have the best Cuban sandwich in the city. It's got ham, roast pork, mustard, pickles, and Swiss cheese. It's pressed, it's crispy, it's delicious, and then it's served with some more plantains. Our Cuban French toast is really cool. It's one of our most popular things. We take our Cuban bread and we cut it into chunks, and then it's battered and fried, and we cover it with powdered sugar and fruit.
And this is some of the Cuban bread, right?
Sure. Yep. And there's just a little Cuban bread. We serve it with a lot of our dishes. It comes with the chicken. It comes with the ropa vieja. It comes on a lot of the stuff. So it's a house-made bread. It's fluffy. It's dense. It's got a nice crust to it. It's good.
Starliner Diner has been recognized a lot by publications and that. Talk about some of the things that the Starliner Diner has been recognized for.
So we've been really fortunate. We've been recognized a lot for best breakfast, best hangover breakfast, best neighborhood diner. We've had a lot of awards over the years. The press and the neighborhood has been really, really kind to us.
A little about this mural behind us. Where does that come from? How did that come about?
Sure. A gentleman made the mural behind us in 1992. It's just it's another kind of eclectic, fun, funky thing. It's definitely an eye piece. It's just a mishmash of food and space. Starliner Diner. It's just a fun little thing.
Well, like I said, when I think about International Dining, I sure think about Starliner Diner. So give us some contact information, your hours when people can come and visit and sample some of the great cuisine here.
Sure. We can be reached at 614-529-1198 or starlinerdiner.com.
Fantastic. Ronnie, good seeing you again. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, if you love Italian food, then you've got to come to Carfagna's Kitchen on Polaris Parkway. Not only do they make delicious homemade pasta, pizza, and everything else Italian, you also need to try their authentic Italian wine bar. We talked with Carmen, who told us all about their history and some of the delicious dishes you can try. Well, Carmen, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and thank you so much for having us out to Carfagna's Kitchen.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
You know, the Carfagna name has been around Columbus for so long. You are one of the Italian families. Tell us a little bit about your family history and where it all started.
Well, we started in 1937. My great-grandfather, Saturnino Carfagna, who went by Sam, was my father's namesake. He opened the first Carfagnas 1937, and it was in the Linden area of Columbus. I'm going to be fourth generation in the family business. Me and my cousin Dino, my father and my uncle are still the owners, and they're mostly over at the store.
Well, let's talk about the food, because this is our Italian stop for great food. Tell us about some of your specialties here at Carfagna's Kitchen.
Well, we do a lot of different things here. We've got kind of a wide menu, you would say, for an Italian restaurant. We kind of cover all bases, whether it's homemade pizzas to homemade pastas to even specialty dishes like garlic shrimp scampi, creamy pesto, and we've got the classics like chicken parmesan, spaghetti and meatballs.
You have this wonderful wine bar here. Tell us a little bit about your wine bar.
Yeah, so this is something that has been part of the restaurant since we've opened, really, and we've kind of, as the years go on, keep growing and keep adding to it. So the wine list is going to be ever-changing by the seasons. You know, we just want people to come in and try some good wines with some good food.
Definitely, and it's definitely delicious. I come here all the time. Tell us how we can find out more. Where can we find you, and if you have a website?
Sure. You can find us right here on Polaris Parkway at the restaurant. You can also find us online at www.carfagnas.com. We're all kind of under the same umbrella. Just go to carfagnas.com and you can find us there.
Fantastic. Again, thank you so much for having us out. Smells delicious in here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hope you stay for lunch.
Well, we had an opportunity to stop by Aripazzo. This is right out of the downtown on South High Street. If you love great South American food that's authentic, then you want to stop in and see Carlina and Carlos. And they told us all about the fair here, plus some of the great fundraising and activities that they have. Carlina, good to have you on the show. And Carlos, good to have you on Out and About Columbus. So we're at Aripazzo, which is located here just on South High Street out of the downtown. So tell us what kind of food we're going to find here.
Well, here you're going to find a little bit of everything. South American food, most likely, from Colombia, Venezuela, a little bit of Peruvian food, and Mexican food too.
So tell me about some of the dishes that you serve.
We have arepa. It's white cornmeal, and it's grilled, and we fill it with chicken, beef, pork. It's really good. It's very fresh. We also have a lomo saltado, which is a dish originated from Peru, and a variety of dishes that a lot of people are and are not familiar with it. So this is a good place to come in and give it a shot.
Well, Carlina, let's talk a little bit about some of the activities, the fundraisers, and you guys really give back to the community here.
Yes, so every Tuesday for the past 2 years, we've been having salsa nights. So we have classes from 7 to 8 p.m. and people do a small donation of $5, per person. And then with the money that we have been able to put together throughout these 2 years, we have helped foundations like Movement 614. Is the lady that puts together these salsa nights. Her name is Carisabel, and she has helped us to reach out to these organizations like Make-A-Wish, the Alzheimer Association, and then Ayuda a Venezuela. It's a humanitarian help that we're doing to Venezuela. So it has grown a lot. We have, crowds from 50 to 100 people. So it's a good way. Have fun, good sales, and help other people that needs the help.
Carlos, turn it back to you. Now, this isn't your only location, so tell us where else we can find these restaurants, and let's talk a little bit about getting in touch with you and learning more.
Absolutely. Well, we have one location, which is our first location at 47 North Pearl Street. It's a little hole in the wall. That's how we started it 15 years ago. And we have another one. It's 93 North High Street in Gahanna. And this one, 515 South High Street.
Fantastic. You got a website?
Yes, elarepasolatingrill.com.
Fantastic. Carlos, man, good luck to you, and good luck in the future. Carlina, nice meeting you. Thank you so much.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus. Well, the Old Bag of Nails has always been known for its delicious fish and chips, but right now you could get some other wonderful new menu items, including a lobster roll on their seasonal menu. Mike told us about some of the other great specials you can get at the Old Bag of Nails. Well, Mike, it is a pleasure to be back at the Old Bag of Nails, one of my favorite places. And I got to tell you, the aroma in here with these fish and chips is to die for.
Well, thanks for having us back on again. We appreciate it. And yes, we are definitely known for our fish and chips. We did want to introduce our seasonal menu. Every season we offer a new menu about 4 times a year. And this year, right now, we've added our lobster roll back by popular demand. And we're not sure right now whether the fish is better or the lobster roll, because but you get 2 of each. So come in and share them or split them. We also have pork belly skewers on the new menu this year, as well as a sesame seared tuna salad and meatloaf, for those of you once the weather gets a little chillier, with the mashed potatoes, gravy, and Brussels sprouts.
So not only do you have this wonderful new menu, but you also have some specials that you have going on, as well as happy hour.
We do. We have a happy hour Monday through Friday from 2 to 7. It's $2 off all of our appetizers, as well as discounts on our well liquor, draft beer, and house wine. Also on Wednesdays, we offer Wine Down Wednesday with some of our featured wines out here for half off, as well as all-you-can-eat shrimp and chips, only on Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesdays are pretty popular. But the more popular day of the week is Sunday, when it's Kids Eat Free Day here. We get a lot of kids and families in here. Most of our stores have some type of entertainment for them as well, from 6 to 8. We also offer that if you go to our website at www.oldbagofnails.com. You can print off a coupon for Kids Eat Free any day during the week if you can't make it in here on Sunday, as well as a $3 off coupon for our fish and chips. So those are some of our specials we offer.
Well, tell us how we can find you and find out more about Old Bag of Nails.
Well, you can stop into any one of our locations in Columbus or outside in Mason and Centerville, as well as Mansfield and Marysville, as well as our Columbus locations. Or you can find us on the web at www.oldbagofnails.com, or just stop in.
Fantastic. Thank you again for having us out. And I mean, I am dying to dig into this fish.
Please do.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show and you visit some of these great restaurants and sample some of the amazing food that we had an opportunity to try. And if you didn't see any of today's show or you missed a part of it, you can always go to our website at onacolumbus.com, where you can see not only this show but past shows that we've done. Next week, we've got a real treat in store for you, as we're doing a show called Learn Something New. And it'll be amazing. If you want to learn something, maybe a new hobby, stay with us. Join us right here on ABC 6 at 10 a.m.